LGBTQ Ukrainians fight for their country and their lives. Here's how you can help. Even in the midst of an invasion, Russia continues to leverage animus against our community. Disclaimer: from this point on in the video, LGBTQ is being called our community. The Kremlin minimized the United States' warning of Russian invasion in the Ukraine to hysteria in mid-February, as well as dismissed having a kill list of Ukrainian individuals or groups to be killed or sent to camps after the invasion took place. On this list is a presumed compilation of people and groups from the community, religious minorities and ethnic minorities, politicians and journalists. Russia has also detained out WNBA player Britteny Griner, who plays for the UMMC Ekaterinburg in Russia in the off-season. As a queer woman of color, Griner is in a precarious situation in the international conflict between Russia and the West. All-star WNBA player detained Brittney Griner has been spotted for the first time since being arrested for carrying vape cartridges in her luggage at a Russian airport last month. The injustice only continues. The head of the Russian Orthodox Church, Patriarch Patrick Kirill, preached a sermon using people from our community, specifically pride parades, as justification for the invasion of a sovereign country. These messages continue to fan the flames of hatred, not just about our community, but against a whole country that has been very slowly inching toward greater acceptance. While Ukrainians that are member our community are fighting or fleeing, transgender women and non-binary Ukrainians are forced to fight due to male gender markers on their birth certificates. Although women in our community can still fight, they are not necessarily welcome. Many are now left with no choice. Ukrainians from our community who pass the border may flee to their neighbor Poland, where laws condemn our community too. Poland enforces LGBTQ-free zones, which discriminate against having people from our community in certain regions of the Catholic, and increasingly, anti-LGBTQ country. Additionally, multiple reports show black Ukrainians prevented from entering buses and trains to the border. Nigeria, Morocco and Egypt are among the top 10 countries that send tens of thousands of students to study medicine and engineering in the Ukraine. Thousands of those students will be forced to endure the violence of Russia's war due to racism and xenophobia. A little history. Russia passed an anti-propaganda law in 2013, specifically targeting our community in Russia, using consistent manipulation of the media and harassment of our community to turn the Russian population against us. This came months before Russia hosted the Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games. Immediately after that global event, Russia invaded Crimea. In 2017, in Ukraine, LGBTQ advocates were building trust and security with the Ukrainian population. Early pride events were marred by violence, but the advocates persisted, reaching out to their fellow citizens and creating media campaigns. This progress has continued. Won't say anything bad about gay people to you, because we are living in a free society. Leave those people alone, for God's sake, said Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukrainian president, to anti-LGBTQ hecklers in 2019. Help Rusa LGBT and donate to organizations that provide humanitarian relief to Ukrainian people, including those on the front lines. Check out the link in our description to donate and show your support to those who need it the most. Nobody deserves to be in a situation like this.